So I watched the last video before prepping, before talking about it, and I'm already like all teary-eyed at the end of this video. You've been with me for a while now. We've been talking about this for a while. I hope you enjoyed the ending as much as I did, and it's like enjoy like sadness and kind of like it feels a fresh call to touch in the world, and it's bizarre in times of a pandemic. So here we go. Let's start it.
Touch in our lives is one of the things we do the least, but talk about the most. The entry for the word touch is the longest in the Oxford English Dictionary. It is 14 columns long. We speak of people as being a soft touch. We'll speak of a woman or a man as being touchy. We'll say, reach out and touch someone, which is a mobile telephone call. Today, if I speak to you of getting strokes, I'm talking about saying something nice. I'm not talking about real, caring strokes. We have the language, but not the touch. In fact, most men get the message early in life that the only time it is socially acceptable to touch another man is with a handshake, occasional embraces at funerals and weddings, and
so I want to remind everyone, this is 1983. Yeah. I mean, much more homophobia. This is before AIDS. This is a lot that still is coming for our country, for our society. And touch was still kind of like, ooh, you know, kind of phobic between men and difficult. Now, I think our younger kids are changing, but it's still, you know, guys still kind of struggle a little bit with it, and you know, hence why I exist and people like me exist in the world, because this is it here. So let's watch now sports, because that's where men touch, right? Really take it in. I know it's easy just to watch it and just be like, yeah, I've seen this a million times, but take in the touch, take in how you see them touching each other. It is actually really endearing.
Sometimes as we reach out and touch someone, we forget to be observant about how they're experiencing our touch. There are some people who don't want to be touched, and that must be respected. It's
Yes, okay, I'm so grateful that back then, consent, I don't even know if she actually uses the word consent, but she talks about reading people. This is extremely important. I'm so grateful that she captured this as well. See how people are being touched. See, experience, you know, pay attention. Not everybody wants to be touched that way. Appreciate that she showed adults with children. Look at this child. I feel bad for this child. I think that does something to their shoulders. It's not good.
That so many misunderstand touching, but it often helps to ask them first.
I'd like to take your hand. Is that okay?
I guess so.
And I heard him say, I guess so. In my world, that would be no. Back then, I get it. I get, like, you know, but the child is inching towards it. Like, he can't say yes. But I would wait to a clear yes in this case. And I get, things have changed in this regard. And I guess so, okay, sure, all right, fine. It's not good enough. And that's with any kind of touch. Platonic, non-sexual, sexual. If someone's kind of like, I guess so, do not do it. This is, I would say that we have revised definitely our views on this particular scenario.
Because in our culture, the skin we love to touch is soft and supple and young, the disabled, the homely, and the elderly are ruled out of gratification because by definition, they are assumed to be untouchable. Few want to touch an old person except perhaps the very young.
I think it's really important to acknowledge this. I'm grateful. There are people in our society that just because of what they look like do not get as much touch. And so you see here, older, the unattractive, people with disabilities, lots of, now we're seeing maybe so many more different types of disabilities out there. It's important to know that they also, that need for touch doesn't go away because of what you look like. I know it sounds ridiculous when I say it that way, but it's true, especially the elderly. I think about my mom. I don't touch her enough. I don't see her that often, but surely when I'm with her, it is a little bit awkward to be like, hey mom, wanna cuddle? I don't know, I haven't actually done it. I think she would like it. So I think she'd like it, but what I do try is, you know, touch here and there. But I think all of us could probably work on this at some level. Not forgetting our parents, grandparents, somebody who's older, and not forget that they get less touch. Remember that. If you think you're getting not so much touch, they're getting less than you.
One of the sad things about getting old for so many is that they lose the chance for physical contact with people because everyone decides, or almost everyone, that they are unlovely.
One lady who never had any visitors used to constantly complain about her back, and I'd rub some deep heating lotion on her. Then I started rubbing her even when she didn't complain, and she stopped complaining about her back. I wonder if she ever did have a backache or if she just wanted that touch.
So
I think that's fantastic. Great example. Sometimes people make excuses, just like children. Y'all remember that from an earlier video? Kids pretend they're sick, or what was the other thing? Sick, or they misbehave to get touch. Well, again, we're resilient, us human beings, and we figure it out. We figure out that just, doesn't matter how old you are, that if you complain about something, that someone may touch you and help you. And wouldn't it be great if people didn't have to do that, right? That they could actually just get the touch that they need, and all those pains would go away. Remarkable, amazing.
often, after the death of a loved one, we reflect, I never held him enough. I never let him know how much I loved him. A loving touch costs nothing.
I think that is really common after someone passes. Then we remember, we think, I wish I could have their hand once more. Right? Because it's not there anymore. I wish I could see their face. I wish I could just touch their face once more. You know? Or hold them once more. And that way death is so... it's so final. Right? The physical body is gone. Do you remember what people smell like? They feel like? I had the opportunity to take a picture of me holding my grandmother's hand about a year before she passed, and I treasure that picture. I can still remember her hand. I can see the picture and remember that skin memory, right? How beautiful. All right, let's finish here.
And in the touching, we too can benefit. Perhaps many of us, with some effort and intent, can incorporate a new philosophy of touch into our lives. Perhaps we can understand that touching, like seeing, hearing, tasting, and smelling, nourishes the pleasure of being alive. That touching another human being satisfies a profound creature need of not to feel alone. When you cuddle a child, she doesn't know if she belongs to a rich or poor family. All she knows is warmth and protection as you touch her tenderly and with love. There's a wonderful old Nigerian proverb that says, hold a true friend with both your hands. Please, really keep in touch.
I don't know how to say that word. A couple things that Dr. Potter just said. Touch doesn't cost you anything. Yes, I realize I cost, right? Awkward. But touch doesn't. Touch, you know, you could see some random person, you know, and just offer, would you like a hug? Doesn't cost you anything. And children do not know if they're poor, they're rich. They just want the touch, the security, the love, the nurture. I think about relationships and friends. And touch can be the thing that fulfills it. Don't have to have all this stuff, right? So this is a great challenge. Stay in touch. And if it's hard for you, if you struggle with all of this and it's like, I don't even know where to begin, then come find one of us. That's what we're here for. And don't settle for something that doesn't feel right. Find someone who fits you. Wait, look around, ask the questions. All right, y'all. This was wonderful. Thank you for allowing me to take you on this journey.